Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Rams are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Saints, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. This is the rookie from Oklahoma, Samaje Perine. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll go to Perine, trying to pound it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll send Ginn in motion left. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. With that last carry, Adrian Peterson has gone over 12,000 yards in his career. He becomes the 16th member of that elusive club.
How about that? The next 3 guys that are on the list that he can pass, all Hall of Famers. Thurman Thomas, Franco Harris, and Marcus Allen. No wonder his dad called him AD for all day. That man can go.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay game.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Again, here's Pirine. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a 2nd time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touch. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to look deep for Watkins. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now they'll run it on the toss. A nice little juke. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tavon Austin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target, and it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now Breeze on third down. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Robert Quinn in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now the 9th-year man from LSU, Thomas Morstead, on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now a handoff as they run left side. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, LA. Tavon Austin with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Breeze to throw on second down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up 4th. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right on the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground with Pirine. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
To throw on second down is gone. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Throwing on third. Goff. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Third and long. It's gone. Going deep here for Watkins. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now it's Gibbs. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, it told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On first down, Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Peterson. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Ready, 5.
They run again on first down. Peterson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
Breeze now on first down. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll run with Peterson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's two of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. I said Cyber Monday. Click, click, click. And this one's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And a juke this time. Robert Woods. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Pirine. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Breeze now on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Off the play fake to Peterson. Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8.
Peterson gets the handoff from Breeze. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On second down, here's Breeze. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Boston College, John Johnson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got Bioski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, gone. Shifts by him at the 25. He's got Watkins on the out route. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a carry for Pirine. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run again with Pirine. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From the red zone now, Goff. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Watch time. Tight end right. 4 down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. they try the right side here. Oh, able to avoid him. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, they won't bump that to his resume reel, but that might be one of the best 1 yard runs I've seen.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now Pirine. And he gets halfway there down to the 1 yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing now is Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. Nifty footwork at the 45. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. a lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Adrian Peterson. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adrian Peterson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now Goff on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second and 10, Goff again. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a handoff looking right. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's going to look deep for Watkins. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Certainly appeared like they had a great chance of that turning into a touchdown, but maybe led him just a bit too much.
Yeah, out of the back of the end zone. That's tough on a 5-yard pass, but one of that distance, that can be tough to gauge when you're in the back of the end zone. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Going deep here for Watkins. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, Goff. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing again is Goff. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd and short.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They start the drive with Peterson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Easy. Bud, gotta get the point. Get on the point right here.
Shotgun now for Breeze. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. Terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Goff now looking to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Handoff comes to Peterson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And, oh, this is Peterson remaining down on the ground. And apparently in some pain. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Breeze going to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A handoff as they run the counter play. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Play clock winding down. On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Second and 5.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Time running out here on the play clock. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Silver. Ready. 5-9.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Now Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Ethan Westbrooks in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Thomas Morstead now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he fields it cleanly. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And now here's a carry heading left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had to run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The play clock's running down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go do the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. A toss play. Here's Pirine. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it.
And oh, he coughed it up. And the Rams have got it back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff looking right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
The Cowboys are now on the clock. Now that the Cowboys have made their pick, let's go to Adam Schefter to hear more about him.
A tackling machine, he finished the season just as strong as he started it, recording double-digit tackles and wreaking havoc upon a helpless offense. This performance cemented his position as the #1 linebacker in the draft and even had expert Todd McShay believing he deserved to be considered as the top overall defender in the draft, position agnostic. The biggest question for him now is, can he continue putting up gaudy tackle numbers in the NFL? His new team certainly hopes so.
The Falcons are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. Adam, what can you tell us about the Giants' newest player?
He's a linebacker who has a bit of speed, but when it comes to quickly changing directions, he can struggle at times. During the drop back drills, it looked as if his first step or two when changing directions took longer than most NFL coaches prefer. He showed enough at the combine for scouts to feel good about his run stopping ability, but his inability to change direction may make him a weak link on the inside during passing plays. I'm sure the team will be finding ways to rotate him in and out of the game until he becomes less of a liability on long distance downs.
The Broncos are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Toronto Mounties are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Columbus Caps are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Toronto Mounties are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Columbus Caps are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock.
Bills just made their pick. Adam, what can you tell us about him?
Coming into the season, several scouts had him ranked as the top linebacker prospect entering the draft, and what followed was a flurry of media attention. The constant distractions looked to have taken their toll on him as he struggled to put together consecutive strong performances throughout the entire season. This inconsistency had him all over the experts' draft boards on a week-to-week basis. Even Todd McShay wasn't immune to the ranking roller coaster, having him anywhere from the number 2 to the number 10 linebacker available. This pick will be looked at as a bit of a gamble until he's able to prove he has the mentality it takes to turn in great performances on a week-to-week basis.
The Lions are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Toronto Mounties are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Columbus Caps are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock.
Let's go to Adam Schefter now, who's got more to say about the Browns' latest pick.
He was a force to be reckoned with whenever his team was in the red zone. Defenses knew he was coming and still couldn't stop him. As Matt Miller put it, he's a hard-nosed, north-to-south style runner who knows when to lower his shoulder and power through the line for the score. Finishing the year with over 30 touchdowns was an impressive feat, and enough to set a new school record for rushing scores in a season. He's the type of running back that has a nose for the end zone and the chance to reach it every time he touches the ball, whether it's from the 1 yard line or further back out. He should be a great addition to this team's offense.
The Texans are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Toronto Mounties are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock.